the reasonably amazing adventures of Flash Gordon. Last week, if the treatments worked for you, you may remember Flash, Dale, and Thune of the Hawkmen flew in a rocket ship to the low curb appeal area of Mongo's red light district, the wild and forbidding cave world. Flash, Dale, and Thune were escaping from a fierce band of lizard men, assisted with some hesitancy by the, let's be generous and say, cerebrally vacuous platypus men, who attacked them. Platypus men. That just feels weird to say. Anyway, as the platypusmen answered the lizardmen's command to attack them, the platypusmen rather sheepishly realized there had been a tumultuous misunderstanding. And when the Hawkmen, well, that feels normal, said, "Attack them," they didn't mean the platypusmen should turn on the Hawkmen, throwing stones and firing the very nice ray guns the Hawkmen at this point now regretted loaning them. The combative platypusmen figured out too late that the Hawkmen saying attack them didn't mean attack the Hawkmen, but rather, importantly, they learned over time the Hawkmen meant to attack Flash and Dale, who were escaping from a scouting expedition of the caves. The learning of this tactical lesson allowed Flash and Dale to escape. Flash, Dale, and Thune were seen by Saul, the chief magician of the Blue Magic Men. Saul hurried with the news to his beautiful queen, Azura, who, attracted by Flash's blonde hair and wonderful male organ, which additionally served as the urinal duct, decided to get acquainted with him by means of her fetid magic sleep gas. Azura captured the three friends, then she gave Flash a hot time and the drug of forgetfulness, so that he could not remember who he was, her lovemaking skills, or what had happened. Then Azura caused Flash to fall in love with her. At first, Dale and Thune misunderstood Flash's failure to recognize them. Later, they realized it must be some of Azura's magic and the repeated oral menstruations, and so they attempted to poison her. But the plot failed when the Queen ordered Dale to serve Flash first. To save her sweetheart, Dale begrudgingly dropped the trays of food covered in Thune's hard-extracted essence, and Azura, furious at the apparent clumsiness, ordered Dale punished by whip and the pull motor. Now we continue the story. Back in the kingdom of the Hawkmen, King Voltan and Dr. Zarkov are talking together.
Dr. Zarkov, the palace seems empty since that pretty little bird Dale flew away with Flash Gordon.
Yes, Voltan, it certainly does feel empty with them gone. That and the fact that you burned all the furniture up at breakfast has made it much emptier in here. I miss Flash and Dale, and the crepe maker in the kitchen that you set on fire. I mean, it was basically a frying pan that only makes crepes, but I still miss it. And also the Kraftwerk music CDs lost in the many fires you set with your beard. So, I suppose with your tendencies, we shall never hear from Flash or Dale again.
Not until he has conquered his kingdom of the caves, and you pay for the dry cleaning bill for those cage liners you stuck me with. Flash will put everything in order in the caves under his firm yet often thoughtless rule. With Thune to help him, all that should not take long. He's an excellent soldier, as are all the Hawkmen.
Yes, I should hate to lose them.
I didn't know you were so fond of the Hawkmen, with their feathery, light, fluffy down, like that of a baby bird, and my own rotund body covered in graceful plumage of a swan.
What are you going on about? Put your shirt back on.
I forgot you could see me. So, how are your newest inventions coming along?
Well, I'll show you if you'd be kind enough to stop sprinkling that glitter on it now.
I've stopped.
I can see that. I am looking at you.
Splendid! Can you see me looking at myself in the mirror? I am definitely visible then.
Always. You've always been visible. So, I cannot thank you enough for this wonderful rubber apparatus I am wearing and for the laboratory you have turned over to me. It's an inventor's paradise, yes. That's what it is, an inventor's paradise.
Are you saying that because everything you make now is going to be new and unique? Because I burned everything else up in here?
Partially, yes. Everything has to be invented by me here, immediately. Even, evidently, a water closet.
I'll wipe that up. Well, yes, the latest creation of your great brain will be remarkable.
You mean the Populator Mark IV?
No, not the water closet, though I can see that being practical in the next few minutes. I mean the other thing, with the woodchuck pelts. There!
I beg your pardon, Voltan, but I dare not speak of it until I have tested it thoroughly. There must be no mistake, no flaw when I give it to the kingdom of Mongo.
Of course. I like your passion for being precise, Zarkov.
Someone is trying to reach you on the space phone.
Let it go to space voicemail. I only do space text now. I hate talking on the speaker of that thing. A text I can ignore or answer when I want.
They are calling again.
Answer it if you like, Zarkov. Well, that could be funny. Say hello a lot with that accent of yours and pretend to be me.
I think this is the alcohol talking again, Voltan. Really?
All right, I've stopped. Just now.
Okay, I will answer at once since I can't think without ringing. Hello? Hello?
Oh, this is going to be good.
What? Where?
Oh, that accent of yours. Are they laughing at you? Who is it, Zarkov?
One of Thune's lieutenants.
Thune's lieutenants?
What? I can't hear you.
I said Thune's lieutenants.
I can't hear them, Voltan. I can't hear them, Voltan. You keep talking. What?
Thune, tell him you're me.
I can't hear them on the space phone because you keep talking when they are telling me what is wrong. Now, what's wrong?
Nothing.
I doubt that, Voltan. Now, wait! Quiet! Oh no. Hold on. King, Flash, Dale, and Thune are captured by someone named Azura, who I'd swear the person said was the Queen of the Blue Magic Men.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Well, blame the writers. The lieutenant is calling us. Wants help.
He needs help, all right. So do the writers.
No, really, he does.
Well, tell him aid shall be sent at once. Well, as soon as you can find out his exact position from his GPS chronometer.
Voltan says he will send aid at once.
Now, with even more accent, tell him you are Voltan and leave a message that you want to order shrimp with anchovies and clam soup. Then hang up and call him back with a different accent and ask if there are any messages from me.
What is wrong with you, Voltan? Yes, after you activate your chronometer's GPS. What? Well, find a charger. How are you calling me now? Oh, a space payphone. Where did you find change on Mongo? A space convenience store broke a space 20. Excellent. We will be there soon.
Zarkov, do they want me to be in charge of the men?
Okay. I have just been told I am to be in charge of the relief expedition. I shall start,
in about an hour.
in about 2 hours.
In the kitchens of the palace of Azura, queen of the blah 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 blah, we find Dale and Thune, his essence drained.
Your turn, Princess Dale.
I can't be fearful the way things are now, Thune. If only Azura hadn't asked me to serve the food to Flash first.
She did, and you sure screwed that one up.
What?
There's nothing to be done about it now. Let's say it wasn't your fault, Princess. It was the, fate of the gods.
Oh, I'm glad you feel that way about it, Thune.
I thought you might be. Listen, we must figure out a way to foil her magical power.
Move over here. Come on now.
Certainly! I think I fooled him.
Not really. Move.
By the space air fryer?
No, here.
He wants us to operate that highly developed tuna press over there.
Now stand still, woman. There. I go now.
We'll be back after a quick break. Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
I don't see how I can help you foil the Queen. She has me chained to the stove as punishment, and that guard has been making me cook food all day. I haven't moved for hours, and I can't. It's horrible, Thune. Horrible. Hold on.
I got a clock and a grunt with a stack in the alley. Order up!
I know, I can move, but I've had to resist the urge to comply and instead stay here with you out of solidarity, even though I am perfectly mobile.
Now I can't even see Flash anymore.
Yes, you can, Princess.
How?
The chain on your manacles will permit you to walk this way to the galley. Walk that way now! Over to the window! We can look out into the garden. No doubt Flash will sometimes walk by.
With the Queen wrapped around him as usual.
Yes. I'm afraid Azura will be with him. She seems to have claimed him as her own personal property, at least below the waist.
Oh, Thune!
Yes, Princess. She is really having her corn ground.
What?
They are doing the deed of darkness.
Huh?
He's really giving the old girl the green gown, riding St. George, groping for trout in a peculiar river.
Thune, what are you talking about?
They are doing it, Dale. But I don't think that Flash has really fallen in love with her. I mean, just because she's fulfilling his deepest erotic needs over and over and over again.
Thune, it's terrible. Hold on.
Cowboy with spurs? Order up!
Fulfilling kinks and fantasies he never knew he had.
Okay, I think I see the picture. Will you stop?
He really is harpooning the salty longshoreman over there.
Will you shut up? I get it.
By my sword, I swear King Flash is bewitched by her gifted orifices. He doesn't know where he is or what he's doing. Over and over again. I know he wasn't pretending when he failed to recognize me.
After all that, what makes you so sure?
His eyes had a dull and glassy look, and his groin was confused and exploited.
Why, yes, I remember. I saw that too. When he looked at me, it was as though he looked through me instead of at me.
If only I could reach my men. That is, if there are any left.
If only I could reach my man, if there is any of him left.
I don't know what happened after Azura broke that gas bomb in our faces.
Captain Thune, if you obey all the guards' orders, they may put you on parole or something. That may give you freedom of the palace.
You think they are that stupid?
Hold on.
I got an Adam and an Eve on a raft and I dragged them through Wisconsin.
But I am lactose intolerant.
Take that up with your waiter. But if I see a go-back, I may just clean the stove in whatever I send back out, capiche?
I'll eat around the cheese.
Stupid? Yes, Thune, I do.
Well then, that's an excellent idea. Excellent! Thank you, Princess! Thank you!
Are you being sarcastic again?
I will be the most obedient slave in the kitchen to all the guards' whims and punishments. Throw hot grease or wet me some more! Yes! Let's do that on the off chance that this will earn me some privileges!
Okay, you're being sarcastic. Fine.
No, I mean it.
Oh, well then, I will obey too. Oh, Captain Thune, we must do something to save Flash from that wicked woman's ministrations.
Oh, not to worry, Princess. We will find a way for sure.
And you're not being sarcastic?
That time I was.
Hey you! Carry that kettle over to the table now.
Why, certainly, guard. Let me take this one also. Shall I read to you this week's specials?
Huh?
Meanwhile, roaring through space in a fleet of rocket ships with his new best friend Zack and an army of Hawkmen at his command, Dr. Zarkov is hurrying on his way to aid our friends Flash and Dale. Suddenly, there looms up in front of them a whole squadron which forms an impenetrable wall before the rocket ships. The Hawkmen try to maneuver around as Zarkov signals for the Dissolvo brand guns mounted on the nose of each rocket ship to start firing. Shot after shot until the path of the Hawkmen has been cleared. Then Zarkov signals for double speed ahead to make up for lost time. At the same time, in the palace of Azura, Flash is again entertained by the Queen.
That gold armor isn't worthy of you, my prince. I will see to it my armor makes something more revealing and flimsy for you.
My beautiful Azura, the armor is but a symbol of your service, even if it's made of the most precious and rare lubricated silicone that can be obtained and studded in the places you suggested. My loyalty to you and your cause could not be greater.
You do love me, don't you, Flash?
I know of no one in the past, present, or even in the space internet for whom I have felt such a deep love, my gorgeous queen.
No one, my handsome prince.
No one. You, and you alone, I love.
That is sweet, very sweet to hear you speak those words. As long as you do and mean them, I will reward you well.
Oh, yes. Just remember my refractory period. To be with you, to be allowed to serve, and to love you is all the reward I desire, my darling.
Wow, I shall have to think of some special treats for that one.
Then let me.
Now? Okay, here, my prince.
Oh, so delicate, so shapely. How many men have lost their hearts and manhoods trying to gain that?
Oh, Flash.
I only speak from my own reaction. I know that I should be willing to have you for myself.
We shall see, Flash. I must give some orders to the servants. Go out in the garden and wait for me. I will join you presently.
Okay, weird to say that right now, but sure, yeah. Your slightest wish is a command, my beautiful one.
Flash! Flash!
Who's calling me?
It's me, Dale Arden, up in the kitchen window here, in the space handcuffs.
Oh, there you are. I see you now. There in that window with bars and blood on it. What are you doing there, girl?
I'm a prisoner here, Flash, ever since I dropped that tray of food.
Tray of food? I don't remember that.
You don't remember anything, Flash. That's the problem.
Okay, bye.
Wait, Flash!
What's your name?
Dale, it's Dale.
What are you doing up in that window, girl?
Oh.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember. I wondered where I'd seen you. You tripped and Azura ordered you to be punished.
She has me chained to the galley.
Who has?
Azura, Queen Azura.
Who?
Oh, my chain just reaches to this window. Are you all right, Flash?
Oh boy, am I all right. I think I'm having the best sex of my life. What was your name again?
Oh, Dale.
That's right, Dale. Of course I'm all right. Why shouldn't I be? Didn't you see me dance the Papillon jig? It was neat.
I get it already. I'm not stupid. I just wanted to know how you are.
Well, that's very kind of you, girl. And since you've taken such an interest in my welfare, I'll take an interest in yours. I mean, how could someone so young, buxom, and pretty be made a prisoner in the kitchen? I'll ask Azura to free you now.
Oh no, you mustn't ask her of all people.
Who says so? I shall ask Azura at once.
Oh no, Flash, you mustn't.
Mustn't what? Oh yeah, I remember.
The rocket ships of the Hawkmen soar into the yawning mouths of the caves of Mongo, through the caverns of the cliff dwellers, through the caves of living plant-eating cannibal plants, until finally they come into the enormous cave where the handfuls of survivors from Thune's squadron are waiting. The fleet lands and Dr. Zarkov is the first to get out. The lieutenant who called on the space payphone comes up to him.
Well, what is the latest space news, Lieutenant?
We were hoping you had some. We were afraid something had happened to you, Prince Zarkov. It's been 3 weeks.
We made a wrong turn at the cave entrance, and we were delayed in a skirmish with a wall of giant...
But it's been 3 weeks, Zarkov.
And then we had a picnic. What is the latest report on the fate of my friends?
We don't know what happened to them after the blue magic men captured the King Flash and Princess Dale.
Wait, you really did say blue magic men on the phone a few weeks ago? I thought it was just a bad connection.
No, really. Blue magic men blasted through the tunnel leading to their land, killing most of our men.
What was magic about them?
Who?
Those blue men. How magical were they? I mean, is there any chance that Flash and his companions are magically still alive?
Who knows? That's the land of magic.
Of course, but still, I mean, there's nothing really magical about blasting through a cave tunnel. I mean, what was the sorcery part of it?
Okay, maybe saying they are magic blue men is overselling it a bit, but they did this thing with a deck of cards and a drum machine. We are still trying to figure it out.
I have brought a battery of Dissolval brand ray cannons with us. We will blast our way through these little blue magic men to my friends.
Their cups and balls are unparalleled. But who said they were little?
Unaware of their impending danger, Azura and Saul confer in the palace of blue magic men.
Saul, you understand now?
Oh, perfectly, Your Majesty.
There is nothing too good in my whole kingdom for my new prince.
His every wish shall be obeyed, O Ancient One.
What?
I mean, his slightest whim shall be fulfilled, tarnished ruler.
Oh, I do not know what I shall do with his companions. They are problems. I do not want them around, and yet I cannot execute them. If the drugs you gave him should wear off and Flash discovered what I had done.
Azura! Azura!
Oh, I told him I would only be a minute. The dear boy is so madly in love with me that he cannot bear to have me out of his sight. Open the door, Saul.
With all speed, my big astral queen.
Here I am, Flash.
Azura! What did you... Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't know you were still busy.
Isn't he cute, Saul?
Saul, come quickly.
I am summoned, O solemn sovereign. Have I your permission?
Yes, Saul, go.
I depart, O huge head of state.
Well, Flash, were you lonely without me? Is that why you came for me again?
Well, too easy. Azura, you're good and kind.
This sounds like a man who has a favor to ask.
Oh, you are good, darling. Yes, I have one, my queen.
Oh, I know you do. Go ahead, ask and it shall be granted.
Thank you. I knew you were kind of good. She will be so grateful.
She who?
Free the blonde.
Who?
The staggeringly ample, beautiful blonde girl who tripped while serving us food the other night.
Christ on a meat hook. Dale? Dale was the favor you asked for? Her!
She called me from a window in the kitchen and she told me she was chained to the galley stove.
Well, listen. Okay. I promise to free her. Eventually. Oh, Lord. I had hoped the favor was for yourself, and Possibly me, but not one of my prisoners.
No, I mean, there's nothing I need for myself, Azura. The girl's too youthful, too buxom, too fertile to deserve such a fate. I mean, I thought you were just and kind. Do not cause me to change my mind.
Ooh, wow. And I thought I had mastered emotional blackmail. Oh, Flash, you'll make it hard for me. I have never freed a prisoner in my life, at least not while they're still alive.
Yo, Majesty!
What does this unceremonious entrance mean, Saul? I did not send for you.
Humbly begging your pardon, my convex consort. I have news of the most extreme urgency.
And?
Okay, and?
It's urgent, then out with it.
Now?
Speak!
It is really quite urgent, I assure you.
Yes, speak. I get it. It's urgent. Tell me.
Perfunctorily speaking, this latest dispatch is of such import that it beggars belief it can be contained in mere minutes and has all the hallmarks of a red letter, hair on fire, drop everything this instant sort of situation.
Holy Mongos nads. Tell us, Saul.
Okay. Our land is being invaded by the Hawkmen.
Hawkmen? We must go forth to war. Attack the platypus men. The platypus men. That sounds weird. Do it. They will assume it is the Hawkmen. That will keep them busy. Our army must be called out. I will press the signal. Oh! I am never again hiring the guy who installed that signal. He was a clown!
And whom do you wish to lead your men into battle, O bearer of the rigid scepter?
I must appoint someone to head the army. Will you lead our men into battle, Flash?
I really don't want to.
Your majestic acreage.
Don't want to? Why?
Have they ever done this before?
Yes, of course, lots of times.
Well, I haven't. I mean, who am I to lead them into battle? I've never...
Your Majesty, I could...
Just say you'll do it.
Your Majesty, serving as your commander-in-chief would be my pleasure, my queen. With no military experience.
What?
I'll do it.
The Tsarina of Zero picks this stranger over me?
Well, he has been winding my little ball of yarn, so...
Let her beware! Let her beware!
We can hear you, Saul. And don't furrow your brow at me while you're planning.
Fine. I'll exit first. In fact, I shall saunter off with a skip in my step, twirling my imaginary mustache as I scheme and plot my devious plan of vengeful jealousy.
Saul.
I'm going now, I'm going. Off I go on a perfectly ordinary kind of day.
Azura, how large is your army?
I do not know exactly. Many of them are wearing camouflage and refuse to get undressed no matter how much I insist.
What's that empty space over there?
That might be them. They're really good.
Well, then I suppose the first thing to be done is review the regiment. I must know what strength of armed men I have at my disposal.
This is the Special Royal Guard trained in the fine arts of combat. Each is a killing machine.
We will have to use those two. Well, I guess that pair could be useful.
And this, Flash, our advanced tactical water cooler division.
Water coolers?
Each is fitted with a listening device. We launch them into the battlefield weeks in advance, and then our enemies gather around them.
And you get information that way. Brilliant! What's that over there?
That is our crack squadron of one-armed loot players.
Excellent. I was concerned we wouldn't have that covered. What's in those wheelbarrows?
That's their arms.
Gross. But okay.
You are very much like me, Flash. Now, come under this balcony with me.
Only place I haven't.
From here, you will have a good view of the parade ground.
I wish to have your army.
Our army, my prince.
Yes, our army will pass in review. Will you give the order, please?
When I asked you to become Commander-in-Chief, I gave you full command of the armed forces.
Thank you so much. Saul!
Sire!
Send word to the formation to pass this balcony.
As you command, sire. I mean, it's not like you could do it. Standing here like I am and all.
Go on.
Azura and Flash kissed passionately as they talked.
Serving as your commander-in-chief is about delegation, Saul. It's about shifting of authority and responsibility, particular functions, Saul. Tasks or decisions from one person, Saul, usually a leader or manager like another like you, Saul. This is a pleasure, Azura. It's also a great responsibility, don't you agree?
Who? No, seriously, who? Are you looking at me?
Yes, Saul. You. Saul, you. Wow, this is a lot of responsibility.
Not too great for you, my noble prince.
I shall do all in my power to prove you worthy of your faith. Wow.
The horn, oh horny ones. There goes the call to review.
I see the 1st Bengal Tigermen Loitering Division is coming our way with their resplendent spandex hats and dickies. What a splendid army. We ought to defeat these Hawkmen, whoever they are.
Here comes the finest of them all, the advanced oblivious green guards, and those coming by next.
What are they?
The light magic artillery.
But what are those tremendous objects being pulled by the next legion?
Oh, those are the combustible trouser machines.
Combustible trouser machines? What are they for?
Oh, Flash.
Wait until they get into action, I guess. I'm not sure. You're not only a queen of magic, my beautiful one, but you're also a queen of suspense. What legion is this?
They use my sleep gas and more.
Your sleep gas? That sounds like a most formidable weapon.
You would know.
Would I? I don't remember. Hey! I love the Legion's Legion! Wow! I hope that heals! Hey, who are the ones with the long purple hair and the horse-drawn vacuum cleaners?
I don't know.
Well, I've never seen such an army.
Me either. Have you seen enough, Flash? Only about half our regiments have even gone by, and next, there is a really fantastic crack bachelor's in psychology with an emphasis on career counseling rifle division.
No,
Oh, don't you want to stay under the balcony with me a little bit more? In about an hour, we'll be able to see an entire phalanx of special education support staff moving in close short bus formation at the end of the parade.
No, that's fine. This is only half of the army, Azura, and I pity these Hawkmen when I start the attack with an army of special education support staff. Seriously, though, what are these combustible trouser machines?
While Flash is looking over his army, Prince Zarkov is in conference with Hieronymus T. Anti-Vaccination, one of the Hawkmen's oddly named officers.
Oh, Zarkov. Logical thought usually eludes me, but we must find out if Flash, Dale, and Thune are still alive before we make any rash attacks.
You are quite right, Commander Anti-Vaccination. Turn on your spaceograph and let us see what we can see of them.
What will happen when a completely inexperienced Flash leads Queen Azura's blue magic men against the gallant Hawkmen?
Listen, I don't normally do this.
What?
Do you have any idea the implication of combustible trouser machine?
Oh, Flash. Follow the reasonably amazing adventures of Flash Gordon here on this podcast, along with other shows like Skippy, the Magical Bereavement Coordinator, Father Spasm, and of course, Desdemona, the IT Operations Network Specialist, with more adventures on Captain Yammer's Lubricated Kids Jungle Gym and more podcast episodes from across the pond with little arseholes. And don't forget to listen again to the other chapters in the reasonably amazing interplanetary adventures of Flash Gordon.